You would not believe how good some of the free games on Steam are. I've scoured the internet to find the hidden gems of free games. Let's get into it. Dirty Bomb. It's in a post-apocalyptic world. You step into the shoes of varied casts of mercenaries, and with the city in ruins and the streets filled with toxic radiation, and at its core, Dirty Bomb emphasizes team-based gameplay and objective-oriented missions. You are required to collaborate closely, combining the distinct skills and abilities of your chosen mercenary to complete tasks. This could be repairing extraction vehicles, hacking terminals, or delivering EMP charges. And the game stands out with a focus on gunplay skill and movement mechanics. And what truly sets the game apart is the blend of traditional FPS mechanics with hero-based elements. Dirty Bomb has a really refreshing take on modern multiplayer FPS games. Black Squad, a tactical first-person shooter, and at its core, it's a military-themed game that places a heavy emphasis on team-based tactics, fast-paced gameplay, and competitive multiplayer action. Offering a vast arsenal of weapons and gear, the game really delivers a classic shooter that is accessible to both newcomers and veterans of the genre. Now, the gameplay mechanics of Black Squad are reminiscent of other tactical FPS games, where precise aiming, strategic movement, and teamwork are paramount. You can choose from a variety of modes, ranging from the traditional team deathmatch and demolition to more unique objective-based modes, and this focus on skill-based play has been a major draw for the community, and the maps are well designed, really providing diverse scenarios for tactical play. Crossout, one of the best post-apocalyptic MMO games, and the game centered around vehicle combat, where you must design and build your own armored combat vehicle from a wide range of parts. This includes the body shape, armor, weapons, and customization. The game features a crafting system where you can scavenge resources and components from your battles, and the gameplay involves a fast-paced action-packed combat, both in terms of PvP and PvE missions, requiring strategic design and combat skills. And the game is deeply known for great creativity and offers a truly unique blend of an MMO set in a post-apocalyptic world. Neverwinter, and is based in a rich and familiar universe of Dungeons and Dragons, and set in the city of Neverwinter. You are an adventurer thrust into a world recovering from a multitude of disasters, and your goal is to navigate the politics and turmoil of the city, face massive monsters, and ultimately uncover a sinister plot that threatens the land. And at its core, Neverwinter combines traditional RPG elements such as character progression and questing with real-time combat that requires strategy and dexterity. Furthermore, the game brilliantly captures the spirit of D&D with a strong narrative immersive environment, totally accurate Battlegrounds, which offers a really unique and cool take on the battle royale genre. And you are dropped into a vibrant and surreal landscape, and the ultimate goal, like all the games in the genre, is to be the last person standing. And it's this outcome that provides the game its primary thrill, as you navigate the world using strategy, cunning, and a good dose of humor. And the gameplay really sets itself apart through its sheer absurdity and lack of traditional seriousness. All the basic tenets of survival genre game are there. You drop into a map, you scavenge for weapons. The game's physics-based mechanics add a delightful twist, and the game has a wild array of weaponry and equipment. So if you're a fan of battle royale games, but you also crave a fresh comedic twist to it, this game is a perfect choice for you. BrainBread 2, and you are plunged into a brutal world overrun by the zombie apocalypse. The environment is a grim depiction of urban environments, riddled with chaos and the undead. From surviving waves of zombie attacks, rescuing civilians, to fighting your way through missions. And the gameplay can be described as action-packed and filled with adrenaline. It's a first-person shooter with a touch of horror, presenting a mix of melee and ranged combat. You can expect to fight hordes of zombies using a wide array of weapons. And one of the most unique features is the game's transformation mechanic, which turns you into a zombie upon death, letting you join the ranks of the undead to hunt down former allies. Dead Frontier 2, and you are placed in the grim and haunting setting of a post-apocalyptic world overrun by the undead, and your primal objective is survival against the never-ending threat of the zombie hordes. And as a lone survivor, your actions will determine your destiny, and the gameplay is a distinctive blend of survival horror and MMO. As you navigate the desolate landscapes, you will have to gather resources, fend off zombies, and most importantly, interact with other survivors. And this dynamic can lead to intense alliances, bitter rivalries, and everything in between. And crafting also plays a vital role in your survival. So if you are looking for a tense, immersive, survival horror experience with multiplayer, this game is perfect for you. Crusader Kings II, a grand strategy game set in the Middle Ages that offers you the chance to control a noble dynasty, navigating the complex political, military, and social landscapes of the era. Rather than focusing solely on empire building and warfare, the game uniquely emphasizes personal relationships, dynasty management, and intricate interpersonal drama. Now, the depth of Crusader Kings II lies in a really detailed character system. Each character in the game possesses their own traits, relationships, and ambitions, and success in the game often revolves around marriages, backroom plotting, and managing relationships, as much as a warfare and territory expansion. No more room in hell, and you are thrown into a chilling world where civilization has been overrun overrun by the undead, and you play as a survivor, forced to fend off hordes of zombies while scavenging for supplies. And the gameplay is a gritty mix of survival and tactical team play. And one of the most distinct features of the game is the realism. The game has no HUD and no crosshair, really giving a more immersive experience. And multiplayer is a critical role, enhancing both the intensity and enjoyment of the game. And the collective effort in scavenging, sharing resources, and covering each other's back adds depth to the game. Planetside 2, a massive online first-person shooter set on an alien world, and the game immerses you in an enormous, never-ending battle on a scale that is unparalleled. And at the heart of Planetside 2 is an emphasis on grand warfare. You can choose to align with one of the distinct factions, and they all offer unique weapons, vehicles, and abilities. And what sets the game apart is the sheer scale and persistence of its battle. The outcome of fights have lasting impacts on the game's ongoing war, making every victory or defeat significant. The game encourages team coordination and strategy with organized squads, and how well you strategize is often the decisive factor in major battles. Planetside 2 is an amazing FPS and is a standout title in the free-to-play market. Will to Live Online, which is an immersive MMORPG set in a post-apocalyptic world brimming with danger and mystery. You are a survivor with a singular mission: persist against all odds, and as you explore this nuclear-ravaged universe, your ultimate goal revolves around survival, resource gathering, and uncovering the secrets that led to humanity's downfall. And when it comes to the gameplay, the game perfectly combines elements of both the MMORPG and shooter genre, and the game stands apart from other games in the genre through its class system. And the game also shines in the social aspects. Teaming up with other players to take down formidable enemies, or joining one of the many existing clans, enhances the overall gaming experience. And if you love the blend of survival, shooter, and MMORPG mechanics, this game offers a really captivating and complex gaming experience. World of Warships, a naval warfare themed, massive online game, and you take command of history's most iconic war vessels, and you must navigate open waters, engage in large-scale naval battles, and the game masterfully captures the essence of naval strategy and combat. You can choose from an extensive fleet of 4 main ship classes, and as you progress, you can upgrade your ship, improve your crew, and unlock new vessels. Muck is a really unique blend of a survival and roguelike game that drops you into a procedurally generated world with one key objective: survive. And the game offers an unorthodox setting, a mystical island teeming with unpredictable resources and monstrous challenges. And a distinguishing feature is its roguelike element. Every new game session offers a different layout and resource distribution, ensuring that each playthrough is unique. And this, combined with a day-night cycle that significantly influences enemy difficulty, ensures that Muck keeps you on your toes. Furthermore, you can choose to experience the thrill of survival either solo or alongside friends in its multiplayer mode. Day Out. That's an MMORPG set in an atmospheric post-apocalyptic world filled with mysteries and threats, and you, as a brave explorer, enter the vast territories of the Quarantine Zone, an area covered with activity and home to strange creatures and survivors. And the ultimate goal is survival, as well as finding a way to escape the Quarantine Zone. And in terms of the gameplay, the game actually delivers a really intense experience that combines elements of survival, exploration, and MMO. And as you progress, you'll come across a range of unique elements, from weird-looking plants to hostile creatures, and interactions with other players can range from friendly collaborations to fierce PvP combat. And you can trade with other players for rare items or resources. And if you love the fusion of survival and MMORPG elements, you will love this game. Team Fortress 2. And Team Fortress 2 is a team-based first-person shooter and renowned for cartoonish graphics, distinct character classes, and varied game modes. TF2 actually remains to be one of the most popular online games years after its release. And with 9 distinct classes to choose from, each with unique playstyle and set of abilities, combined with different game modes, all provides a variety of tactical experiences and demanding different skills and strategies from the player. To this day, it remains as one of my favorite all-time games. And if any of you young whippersnappers haven't played it yet, now is your time, because this is truly where gaming came to life. Xera Survival. That's an action-packed multiplayer survival game set in the near future, where you're dropped onto an island rife with combat robots gone rogue. And the primary objective is simple: survive. Your main goal is to gather resources, fight off the relentless mechanical menace, and navigate the unpredictable world of player interactions, with the outcome being largely determined by your skill, strategy, and grit. Diving into the gameplay, there's a fast-paced FPS combat and meticulous survival mechanics, and the game will appeal to players who crave a challenging survival experience balanced with intense combat and a really dynamic player economy. Dead Maze. You are set in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by the hordes of zombies, and this 2D MMO is set in the world where civilization has collapsed, and your ultimate goal is to navigate the dangerous labyrinth, find all the survivors, and establish a safe haven amongst the chaos. You'll be crafting useful items and fighting off zombies, but it's not all about fighting though. Cooperation with other players is vital, and Dead Maze stand out in the genre with a really unique emphasis on cooperative play and social interaction. It's about forming a community of survivors and thriving together. Star Wars: The Old Republic. When you're transported to a rich and expansive universe teemed with lore and legends, you found yourself amidst the height of the conflict between the Sith and the Galactic Republic, and your ultimate goal is defined by the path you choose, be it embracing the light or succumbing to the dark side. Your choices not only shape your personal journey, but also have a profound impact on the events within the game world itself, often resulting in drastically different experiences. And the gameplay centers on its dynamic combat system, richly detailed storyline, and diverse character development. The main gameplay entails mission-based quests that are full of choices and consequences, and every class has its own unique abilities, offering various styles of play, and they can all come with a dedicated storyline. So if you're a fan of Star Wars, or you love MMOs, this would be a great game for you. Ring of Elysium, which is an adrenaline-fueled battle royale game that puts you right in the heart of a chilling yet beautifully rendered landscape. You, along with other players, are tourists trapped in an overwhelming snowstorm, and the only way out is the rescue helicopter. But there's a catch. There are only 4 seats available, and it's up to you to ensure you're one of the lucky survivors. And the gameplay revolves around intense gunfights, strategic positioning, and a really unique movement system. This could be a snowboard, a glide, or climbing gear, making for a distinct and engaging combat experience. So if you enjoy high-stakes strategic gameplay and the thrilling unpredictability of battle royale games, this game is perfect for you. Guild Wars 2. You, as a hero, are thrust into the epic struggle against these colossus threats, with the ultimate goal of saving the world. And the gameplay of Guild Wars 2 is a remarkable blend of exploration, combat, and world events. Combat is another highlight. You can move while attacking, dodge incoming attacks, and combine abilities with other players for devastating effects. And this focus on action and strategy set the game apart from other MMOs. The crafting, exploration, and instance PvP also adds a layer of depth to the gameplay. And one of the most innovative features of Guild Wars 2 is the leveling scaling. This ensures that content never becomes irrelevant. The game will offer an immersive experience that diverges from the standard MMO blueprint. Now we're looking at Rocket League, which is a really unique hybrid of competitive soccer and vehicle mayhem. The premise is simple yet captivating. Players control rocket-powered cars to hit a ball into the opponent's goal, much like a game of soccer. But the gameplay in Rocket League is characterized by physics-driven vehicle mechanics where players can use rocket boosts to speed up, jump, flip, or even fly to hit the ball. And matches are typically fast-paced, taking place in 5-minute rounds with teams of 1 to 4 players. And the game's competitive depth comes from mastering the intricate car controls, teamwork, and the understanding of the game's physics to pull off spectacular goals, saves, and assists. Lost Art. And the game takes you on an epic journey across the vast and mysterious world. And at its core gameplay, it also a really engaging blend of action-packed combat and classic MMORPG elements. The gameplay is then further enriched by a variety of unique features. The combat is notable for its fluidity and responsiveness, heavily reliant on skill rather than chance. And as you progress, you get to select and upgrade your skills tailored to your playstyle. In addition, the game boasts a variety of activities beyond combat. This could be crafting, fishing, and even playing music, offering a really satisfying varied experience. And the game's combination of fast-paced, skill-based combat, rich world building, and diverse activities made a truly unique and immersive MMO. Old School Runescape, which takes us back to the golden age of MMORPGs. And you begin your journey as a humble adventurer with no set storyline or linear path to follow, and your ultimate goal is to build your character, achieve the highest levels in skill. And when it comes to the gameplay, Old School Runescape is unique. You can expect a deep and versatile skill system that gives you freedom to craft your character's abilities in a variety of areas, such as combat, crafting, and resource gathering. But what makes the game truly stand out is the player-driven economy and the freedom it offers. You decide your goals and how you want to achieve them, and the game stands out due to its old school charm, complex gameplay, and a massive dedicated community. Final Fantasy XIV. You are placed in a captivating world, and the gameplay is a beautiful orchestrated symphony of traditional MMORPG elements infused with rich narrative and iconic systems of the Final Fantasy series. But what sets it apart is a unique job system that allows you to switch between different classes simply by changing your equipped weapon or tool. And one of the most unique features of the game is the deeply immersive storyline. Unlike many other MMOs, this game places a heavy emphasis on its narrative, leading to a gameplay experience that feels like participating in an unfolding epic adventure. So if you appreciate rich, story-driven MMO with in-depth character customization, Final Fantasy XIV is a journey worth embarking on. New World, an MMORPG that immerses you into the stunning and supernatural world. And as a shipwreck explorer, you're cast upon the shores of this mysterious island filled with ancient secrets, supernatural threats, and rich resources. Your mission here is twofold: unravel the enigmatic history of the island while battling rival groups for territorial control. And the ultimate objective in this new world is to establish a foothold, progress your abilities, and help your faction dominate the landscape. And the gameplay revolves around exploration, crafting, combat, and faction-based warfare. And you can expect to traverse an incredibly vast and varied landscape, engage with numerous supernatural creatures, and always a comprehensive crafting and gathering system where every resource in the world has a purpose, from crafting gear, building out your housing, to preparing for epic wars against other players. You, along with your faction, will engage in massive PvP battles. Dauntless, and that's a free-to-play action RPG, and you will take on the role as a slayer, basically a brave warrior, and you will hunt down creatures called behemoths, each with their own unique set of attacks, behaviors, and weaknesses. And you as a slayer must work in teams, combining your skills and strategy to take down these creatures. And when you defeat behemoths, you can gather their material that then allows you to craft and upgrade weapons and armor, making each hunt a crucial step towards becoming a more powerful slayer. And the game's approach to collaborative play and its ever-expanding universe filled with seasonal events and updates make it a dynamic experience for both newcomers and veteran players. And with really engaging combat mechanics, rich crafting systems, and a continuous stream of updated content, Dauntless offers a really compelling free-to-play experience, Albion Online, a sandbox MMORPG set in a medieval fantasy world. And the game is truly unique from other MMOs, with a player-driven economy and emphasis on territorial warfare. In Albion Online, resources are gathered and items are crafted by players themselves. And the heart of Albion Online is a classless system, where your own abilities and skills are determined by your gear. And this allows for immense flexibility in character build and really encourages experimentation. You could either wish to be a plate-wearing mage or a bow-wielding tank. The game provides endless freedom to customize and adapt your own playstyle. Guilds can come and claim and defend territories, which also results in large-scale warfare and alliances. The players shape the world and its politics, and all this makes Albion Online an ever-evolving world where strategy, collaboration, and player agency really dictate the flow of the game. Path of Exile, and you start as an exile, and you are thrust into a hostile land with your ultimate goal to overcome the challenges that stand before you. And delving into the gameplay, the first thing you might notice is the sheer scale of the game's skill system. As you navigate through the game, you're offered an almost dizzying array of customization options. Furthermore, the game employs an innovative skill system where your abilities are tied to your equipment, giving you the power to tailor your gameplay style to a T. And with the game's punishing yet rewarding gameplay, intricate character development, and a constant flow of free updates, Path of Exile is a premier action RPG. But be warned, the sheer scale of this game is incredible. Spiral Nights, and you are dropped into an ever-changing world, and the ultimate goal is to explore the clockworks. That's an ever-changing labyrinth beneath the planet's surface, where you'll find plenty of danger and rewards. And gameplay-wise, there's a big focus on cooperative dungeon crawling, where you can play with friends or join forces with other knights in the shared world. And you'll encounter various creatures, challenging environments, and puzzles as you progress through the shifting dungeons. And the game stands out with a dynamic and constantly shifting dungeon system, meaning no adventures are the same. And this, combined with the charming cartoon-like visuals, makes for a really unique and engaging experience with a high emphasis on cooperation and adaptability. Unturned, which is probably one of the biggest free-to-play games ever made, and you are transported to a world where society has collapsed and zombies roam free, and your main goal is to survive. Explore the expansive maps, find resources, craft, build, and find off the zombie horde to live another day in this harsh new world. And in terms of gameplay, Unturned stands as a sandbox survival game with an emphasis on resource management and combat. And as the game progresses, the ability to fortify your defensive become increasingly crucial, giving you a higher chance of survival against zombie hordes and potentially hostile players. And the game is a delight if you enjoy a comprehensive survival experience packed with detailed crafting and base building mechanics. Let me know in the comments which game on this list is your favorite, but also what game you're gonna try out after watching this video. And if you're looking for more inspiration for games to play, I would highly recommend checking out the videos on the screen now, as I think you will also really like those. So check those out, and I'll see you over there.